Hello and welcome back to Python programming. We are at the solo learn page and we use the Python 3 module, and I copy the information from here to here. This is the Python if else unit, and we talk about conditions. Equals has two equal signs. Not equal has the this exclamation mark. Okay, less than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal. With these two, the less than or greater than or equal, you're combining two parameters. Make sure the less than is first or the greater than is first, not the other way around. Okay? And here's the first example. If this is true, print that. And that's what you're doing here. If this is true, print that. Right? So we run it. B is greater than A. Well, what happens if it's not true? So we type else and you hit the return. Now come down here. See? The first statement if ends in a full colon. If it's a full colon there. But then the second conditions, you have to have the colon again. Right? Make sure you have this. So every condition line must end with this. Normally Python doesn't have any ending at the end of the line, any special characters. But with these ones, with the condition statements, you must have a full colon. So this one, and another thing, you have to tab. It needs indents, and the indent must line up with the one above. So print is over there, so you type print, and text is in quotes. B is not than A, right? So let's switch this around. 330, obviously it should get the second one. See? B is not greater than A. Alright? So you either have one condition, you have two. Now, when you have two, you just put an else. However, in math, there are three possible scenarios: greater than, equal to, or less than. So there are three possible scenarios. That's what is going here. So the last line is always an else, like there, but everyone in between is an else if. And else if is shortened to ELIF. Other programs actually spell the word out, ELSEIF. Okay? So let's copy this and try it. Run. Alright, A is greater than B. That's a fact. Now we have 330. Change the numbers around. See what it tells you. You have to check all three conditions. B is greater than A. Good. Well, how about 200 now? This is the middle condition. A and B are equal. Whenever you write code, you have to check everything that you expect the program to do. Now the indents. Let's unindent this, like moving it back. You have an error. See, and it tells you what the error is. What happens if you only indent like one space instead? It's fine, as long as it is not at the beginning of the line. Okay? Some programs actually have a little line going down to help you to align all your statements. The last section in this is a shorthand, meaning you try to write everything in one line. I do not recommend this, so I will ignore this entire section with the one line. I don't like it because you don't see what you're trying to do. And computer doesn't matter you take 2 lines or 3 lines. White space does not count. So to make life easy for you when you're reading the program, it's better if you do it this way. Block coding rather than a single line of code for everything. Okay? There are also the AND condition. So and or are keywords. You cannot use them in any other place. Like, cause the syntax will be give you an error. These are keywords. These are reserved, like print. These are reserved words by the program. So and is you're asking it two different things here. If A is greater than B and C greater than A, then this thing happens. You can also put these in brackets. Let's try it out. Okay, what I mean by putting these in brackets is to help you identify what your conditions are. And then the AND statement, like math, will join two statements which are in brackets. Let's run and see if it works. See, that's better. So this is better for visualizing your code. Alright? You can work with the OR as well. Nested. This is getting complex. First you have this, and then you go inside a box and you do another step. Okay? But if it's nested, you see, there must be an indent. Otherwise, it will treat this part of the code as separate from the first part. So nested statement means you have a condition within a condition within a condition. Pass simply means go on. Okay? Pass simply means go on. Or like a break code. You don't want an error to be what you call a bug, make your program hung up. So pass means, well, if this is this, then it's fine. Just go ahead. Okay? That's it. Keep going on. Nothing else to do. So if your error message is less than 200, let's say your bugs, you have 33 bugs, but your limit is 200 bugs. So as your program is compiling, it's getting errors and errors and errors. Then when it hits 201, then something will happen. Otherwise, you'll continue. Okay? So these are the exercises that you have to do. Hopefully you finish them and then send me your report when you're done. Okay, bye for now.